Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm outside, it's sunny. So another modification or addition to the EV9. So we do have a lot of space in the EV9, but when we start using the 7-seater, you would substantially lose some space for cargo, which is still enough to put a lot of stuff. But you know, when you have two kids, you have a stroller, that stroller takes up almost 50% of the space. You have a lot of space if you're not using the 7-seater, but once you start using the 7-seater, the other seats, that's when you lose a lot of space. So we decided to go with actually buying a cargo box for the roof. And in order to put a cargo box on the roof, you need a roof rack crossbars, however you want to call it. So there's a lot in the market. There's Thule, I think that's how you say it, Tool or Thule, which is very well known in the market for the roof racks. They're quite expensive. Some of them are $700, over even $1,000, depending on the models you want to get. So I've been looking for cheap options online as well, and I've seen for decent quality and not too expensive other possibilities, other options on the market. So today I'll be testing one of them. So I'll be installing a roof rack on the EV9. So I have the Land model, EV9 Land Plus model 2026. So this one has a flush rail. So I know the lower trims have, I think, no rails at all. And I know the higher trim, which is the GT line trim, has raised raised rail. In our case, for the EV9 here, it's flush rail, so you have to buy accordingly. So I'll be testing one that's more of a seamless installation. That means it looks almost like factory OEM. So it's usually called an edge and not an actual crossbar where it actually goes above the weight of the car. This one, it's more just like a factory installation. So let me show you what's in the box, what's the brand, which one I got. Once we do the unboxing, I'll be doing the installation. All right, so let's get to it. So here you go. This is the one I got here. It's the crossbar from ERKUL. Sorry, it's upside down. Let me just move it here. So it's the ERKUL brand, which has a lot of good reviews online. So that's the one I got here. They do have different models for the EV9. I like the more integrated, seamless, factory-like OEM ones. So I'm just going to show you guys the model here. I just opened the box, but I didn't go through it. And here's something that's flying away. Okay, well, clearly I'm opening this on a windy day. So you do have the instruction here. So this is the model I have. It's the Scar Bar V2, and I got the black one here. And you do have 4 here, and then you have the actual bars here. So it's the black version. So they do come with the protective layer as well, which we have to remove. And I believe here we have probably some tools. So let me just try to open this. It's just me being very clumsy since I only have one hand to film this. There you go. So you do have the hardware to actually with the keys here, so that's really good. For the price you pay this, I believe this is under $300 Canadian here, so maybe cheaper in the US. You get the lock as well, and pretty good quality actually. Look at this, like built solid, yeah. And once you cover this with this one here, the actual screws will not be exposed as well. Okay, so that's decent. And I believe you have all the tools necessary to actually do the installation without any other additional requirement. So you have the Allen keys here. So yeah, so let's read the instructions. I believe there's also a video on how to do this, and then we'll get this installed on the EV9, which, yeah, I forgot to show you guys. So this is the flush rail for the EV9. Okay, so let me unbox everything here and we'll get it ready for the installation. So I took out everything from the box. Everything is very well, how is it, identified. So as you can see, it shows that the front of the car should be here. So, and this is the right one. So right one, and then this is the front of the car. Same thing on this one. Front of the car, the right one. Even for the locks, behind the locks, you have right, and you have the right side. So same thing on the other side as well. So it's identified left front of the car, left front of the car, and it's even identified in the back as well. So you really can't go wrong. This is a foolproof installation. The only thing you have to be careful is you have one that's longer and the other one that's shorter. So the longer one, it's the top one here. That's the one you're going to put in the front of the car, and the shorter one in the back. The other thing you want to be pay attention to, it's the fact that the rubber part, there's a rubber part here that needs to be on top, and the thickest part, so let me just show you guys here. The thickest part, which is here, needs to be facing the front. So it's just like a, what is it, a flight's wing here. So it's just obvious, but then you just have to make sure that that's how you install it. So rubber on top and the thickest part facing to the front of the car. And the same thing in the back. So you have the thickest part here, and then you have the rubber here that's on top. So once you have that in, you can start installing these. Putting them together, let's just do that now. I just have to remove the protective film. You also want to make sure that you loosen this thing here. So it's a little screw in there, right here. And once you loosen that, this plastic gets pushed all the way to the edge here. So will you do that with all four? And once that's done, we're gonna remove the protective film and start inserting this. Okay, so let me remove that. So you want to take the left one, put this one here. As you can see, you want to just push it. Sorry, I'm just going to show it. I'm going to push it all the way here. And that's done. That's one. And you want to do the same thing on this side. So let me go get the other one. So I got the other one here. So the same thing here. I'm going to make sure it's the right one. And then put this one inside here. I'm trying to hold it here to show you guys. And this is not good, so you need to keep pushing it all the way till the end so you have the proper length for this one. Okay, so we have one done. We'll have to tighten it later. I'm just going to show you the other one. So same thing for the rear bar. There's actually instructions here. So this is actually the rear bar and driver's side left here, and I got the left one here. Just slide that in. That's done. Let me go get the other one here. And the same process. And slide that in. Okay, so now we have both done on the floor, and we'll go to the next step. So the next step, according to the instructions, which is pretty clear actually, I gotta clean the rails, place the bars on the roof rails 27 inches apart would be the ideal. I'm gonna check with this one because I do have a sunroof. I'll see if I can place it so they can still open, because it's just a sunroof that just opens like this, doesn't actually fully open, I believe. I'll have to double check, and then I'll have to start tightening everything. So I can finally get to the last part, which is tightening the mount to the car, then tightening the crossbars to the mount, and then putting some static covers and the locks. Okay, so let's get to that. So I put all two crossbars here. So I had to play a little bit with it, but they fit pretty well. You just want to make sure that, this sits properly on the rails on both sides, and the distance from this to this needs to be 27 inches maximum. So I just had to adjust on both sides. This actually helps doing it with the ladder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten this on all 4 sides. So you want to do 50%, 50% on all sides, and then eventually tighten it to 100%. So I'm just going to do that pretty fast. So I'm done the driver's side. I have to do the passenger side now. Okay, and this is the last one. Okay, so once this is done at 50%, the manual says, I got the manual here. So 50%, then 100% actually, yeah. So I have to keep going and doing it for 100% on all sides. Then after I have to tighten the upper screw that we loosened before. So let's try to do that. So 100% on all sides. And you want to make sure that it's really, really tight so it doesn't fly off. And you're not going to damage your paint on this because you do have rubber protection on this. And you just want to make sure that the rubber is present when you actually put. So this is how it looks like. I've tightened all 4 of these to 100%. As you can see, it's secure. There's a little bit of rubber that comes off, but these are pretty secure. So now what you have to do is tighten the little screws that are here on each and every one, so I can tighten the actual crossbar to the mount here. So let me just insert it here. I think it'll be better I get a ladder here. Yeah, you can see much better here. So the actual screw is in here. So I don't know if you guys see it. So there's a hex screw here, and then that's the one I have to tighten, so I can tighten the crossbars to the mount. So I'm going to keep going at this. I'm just going to go up here, keep twisting, 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 and I can feel it, it's getting tight. There you go. So you want to do the same thing on all 4 of them. And then once that's done, we'll have to put a cover here. It's like a small cover, and then afterwards the bigger one for the locks, so no one actually goes off with your roof rack. All right, so I'm going to do all 4. So I tighten all 4 of them. The next step is to put this little tab here. I was wondering, where do you put this? But it actually goes into the slot here, so you can hide this screw here. Why is that? It's because this one only covers the top. So if you want to hide this one here, you put this little tab here, and then you push it in. There you go. So you don't see that one anymore, and it's not accessible. So no one can actually unmount this. And then afterwards, you just want to do this and put that in, and you can lock it. So when you put it, it needs to be in the unlocked position. So I think in this case it is. And then, or it's not, let me see. Yeah. And once that's in, you can lock it. I'm just going to do this with, I'm going to put the phone down and I'll show you guys. All right, I actually figured this out. You pretty much just have to put the keys. They already come in the lock position, I mean unlocked, and then you lock it. And that's it. Voila. And this is done. And I believe it does come with 2 keys. And now you have to do it for all 4 here. So I'll just do this for all 4 and I'll show you guys the result. One last thing I do want to mention is the fact that you can open your sunroof. Just the opening part, remember, not the one that actually tilts and open, but the other one where it just tilts up. If you place it correctly, there's no issue. The sunroof is still usable at some degrees. I'm not sure it'll be usable if you want to fully open this. So let me know, those who actually got this, if you can open your sunroof. But so far, if you place it properly just behind the sunroof, you can actually open it with the tilt function. So that's a plus as well. Here you go. This is the result, guys. See, they look really nice. They fit the car's color. That's why I wanted black, because the bottom trims are black. Here you can see the bottom one here. There's a lock here, and then yeah, they look amazing. And the last thing, obviously, you want to do is just make sure you shake this and make sure this is tight to the car. But so far so good. Let me just show you guys from the back. This side here. That's it. That's it, folks. I hope you liked the video. So the installation process was very easy. First of all, the instructions were very clear in the box. Everything was labeled properly. So the installation was a breeze, besides the fact that I was trying to film all this, which usually takes the most time. But this could easily be done in less than half an hour. So that's pretty easy. You just want to make sure you follow the instructions. Make sure you put the distance 27 inches max within these bars. Always look also the load rating, how much weight you can put on these. I believe these are 165. I'm just going to double check, but I believe they are. And for those who are interested, I'm going to put the link in the description below so you guys can actually go check them out and order them. They are available on Amazon as well. I'm not sure about direct shipping, but yeah, ERKUL brand. So really satisfied for the price I'm paying for this. They're good quality for it. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for any other videos I should be doing, let me know, guys, in the comment section below. Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.